Hi and welcome to Bhumi World. Well, if you're a fan of t-shirts, if you're a fan of oversized t-shirts, if you're a fan of funky t-shirts, if you're a fan of superhero t-shirts, and if you're a fan of IPL t-shirts, there's only one place that you can go, and it's the Soul Store. With us, we have the director, Mr. Vedang Patel. Hi, and firstly, welcome. How are you doing today?
Thank you so much for having me. I'm doing very well. How are you doing?
Very well. So how did you come up with the entire concept of the Soul Store? How did you start?
I just plainly didn't like my job and I wanted to do something I enjoy. And the only thing I realized I enjoy was a lot of pop culture back then, at least. Star Wars, superheroes, Lord of the Rings. This was what I was really interested in. This was my passion. So I realized I want to do something like this on a daily basis. And the easiest way was to, sell this merchandise. Now, being a fan, you realize that this wasn't easily available in India.
Right.
And there was a big market. There were so many other fans like me. And we started, and the way we started was as simple and basic as possible. We just bought a cupboard of t-shirts, got them printed, and we started. That's it.
Right. So you started a decade ago. You've been expanding. What future plans? Are you going to expand even more? Is there something in the pipeline?
I would love the day where an Indian brand is sought after abroad. Today, when we hear of H&M, Zara, our customers and consumers go flocking for that.
Correct.
I want to change that. I want an Indian brand to be abroad where people go flocking for the Soul Store opening or the latest product that's launched out there. And people should be speaking about that versus the other way around. That's what I'm excited about.
So first and foremost, I would like to ask, how many stores are operational as of now?
Well, they're mostly online actually still. We are I think we are the largest D2C apparel brand that is there in the country today. Stores, we have 14 stores that are operational across Bombay, Bangalore, Delhi, Indore, Surat, Ahmedabad, Pune. I'm pretty sure I'm missing a couple of cities, but yeah, we have a few stores. But I'm very excited about the store journey because this is just a start. We had only 4 a year ago, now we have 14, and I think we'll have about 30 to 40 within the next year. So 3-year plan is to go at over 200, and that's the exciting part.
But what's the journey that goes behind conceptualizing and then actually delivering the finished products?
I don't know if this is a mistake. I think it's a strength, but we've hired proper fans to be part of our team. So if, let's say, a movie comes out, these fans are the ones designing it and choosing the designs. So there's so much internal debate only, like this is not good, this is not authentic, this has to be better, and Superman would never say this, but change the line. And that passion flows through into the product and the design. We have all these algorithms and machines that tell us what the demand would be. That's again something that's built over time, doesn't start day one.
Correct.
And we get these quantities, then we give it to our manufacturing unit. There's some math involved in all of this, but which I won't go into. But it then goes into whether we have that fabric ready, whether we need to dye that fabric. If we have it ready, it gets cut right here behind us into the quantities that needs to be there. It would get printed. Every step would have a quality check. So our quality checks actually that we have set up here in Bhumi is more than even what an international brand would have at every point, because we know today the customer is very demanding and we want to supplement that. The worst thing we can have is a bad experience, because then the customer is gone forever.
Right.
We get printed. These prints would then get checked by the people who designed it, and if they are not okay with it, sometimes they're not okay with it for like a minor shade issue, then it has to be completely redone. Gets printed, gets stitched here, again goes through a quality check before getting packed. And I was just talking to someone, an industry veteran, and he was like, oh great, right, you can just check your product before getting packed, that saves money. I'm like, no. Before it goes to the warehouse, we recheck it as if it was an external vendor, and that's how our defects come below 0.1%, while I think the industry is at 3 and 4. One thing I've seen is if you're a startup, customers aren't forgiving. Unfortunately, if you're like Zara or H&M, people will be like, you know what, maybe I am the problem, the clothes is supposed to be like this.
Correct.
But we want to be as perfect as possible.
Now when you come to Bhumi World, you've expanded the length and breadth. So can you tell me about your association with Bhumi World?
Oh, so, when we started, as I said, it's quite chaotic. You don't really plan so much. I think even over planning is a drug which you shouldn't fall for. It was a cupboard, then 2 cupboards, then 4 cupboards, and grew a little more. Then all of it was just kept in, our office in Roparan. Then we started realizing there's a lot of rent to pay, because from having a cabin, which was our whole entire office, we started having multiple offices and galas and storage units all in Roparan, and that was just not sensible at a point, right?
Right.
And then we thought, we need to go where the infrastructure is good, where delivery is good, connectivity is good, and it's affordable. That's where whoever you asked said Bhiwandi.
Right.
And then we did our research in Bhiwandi, and all arrows actually point to Bhumi, because a lot of it was unorganized and Bhumi made it organized. It gave you this park where most importantly security was solid. You also had good infrastructure, the buildings were good, and it was ready to move in, and I think the promoters also were very helpful in helping us organize and saying that, if you only want so much right now, that's fine, but eventually you can keep growing in this fashion. So Bhumi World was a no-brainer, because anyone and everyone pointed here, and we took that leap of faith. We've never looked back.
So we've created an ecosystem. Have you ever used any of the ecosystem within Bhumi World?
We've used a lot of it, but not as much as we should. And it's very exciting to be here, because apps that you have on your phone, they have the warehouses within Bhumi, and we were very excited to get access to that, because then we realized, one, what the vision can be, and what the best practices are, how how to do the layout of your warehouse. So we were very excited to tap into all that knowledge resource that is here itself. There were many manufacturers in apparel itself within Bhumi. We inspired us to set up our own, and all the know-how was right there. The talent was there, labor was there. So it was very exciting. Now the opposite is happening, where a lot of our competition is also coming to Bhumi. In fact, when I open our warehouse doors and just look out, our fellow entrepreneur has also had his warehouse right opposite, and that's very exciting. It's fun.
What do you think the future of Bhiwandi looks like?
I have heard that, and it seems like with all the planning that's there, that not only will this start becoming a very operational heavy place, I think it will also start becoming a very commercial heavy space. As soon as connectivity is even further improved, that's what I would be looking for.
So when you talk about apparels, everybody has their own choice. So when it comes to you as an individual, you manufacture a lot of jerseys for different IPL teams and also superheroes. उनमें से आपके favorite कौन है?
My favorite doesn't sell, unfortunately. It's the Lord of the Rings. I have grown up reading, watching. My dog's name is Hobbit, so I really love it. In my room, like we have puzzles of the map and all. I know I can draw the whole map of Middle Earth blindly. We do live the fandom that we do sell. Unfortunately, that's not a big market in India. I think the superheroes. I've been a very big physics nerd, so I love Tony Stark as much as most people do.
Absolutely.
And that's what I think is the popular answer that I'll go for.
So it's Iron Man for you.
For sure.
And your IPL, because you've gotten the jerseys.
I bleed blue, man. I'm Mumbai Indians anyway. I've been to so many of the matches. Being associated with them has been amazing. I can't wait for the IPL to come. I think it just gives me purpose for those 2 months, which is lacking otherwise.
One thing that I would like to congratulate you and the entire team is I visited one of your stores in Oberoi Mall, Goregaon, I think a couple of days back, and I saw the Chandrayaan 3 t-shirt.
Yeah.
That looked absolutely fabulous.
Firstly, we are the official partners to ISRO, so we're very excited with that. And as I said, I do love science also a lot, so it's very close to my heart, and the team also. It's a very exciting space. And what ISRO is trying to do, putting India on the map.
Correct.
We want to be part of that journey, and we want our country to wear this. And one of the most exciting parts was we had launched ISRO, I think 2-3 months back. A lot of kids wear the highest sales are from ISRO. So parents also want to tell their kids that, look, ISRO is what's cool, not NASA.
Right.
And that keeps us also on our toes, because we have to deliver that. When the Chandrayaan was launching, we were very sure, look, we have to launch exactly with that. And as soon as their launch happened,
right,
the rocket actually took off. We launched as well live. It was pretty cool. We love partnering with such initiatives.
Right. And one final question to wrap things up. Now, you're a young entrepreneur yourself. There are a lot of entrepreneurs, budding entrepreneurs that want to get into a new space, want to start something on their own. What piece of advice would you give them?
I can't even tell. If I had a book, it would be a one-line book. It would say the number of people that gave me advice with 100% surety, which was 100% not true, is infinite. So I won't dare to give anyone advice, but I think if you have the passion, there will always be obstacles, but you'll overcome them. I think if you don't have the passion, those obstacles will weigh you down. Here in Bhumi, we've had maybe a few obstacles, but the management is just so helpful that they've actually been very friendly, saying, whatever it is, why aren't you calling me? And they come and tell me that, I heard you're having this problem. Why haven't you called me for it? But here's your solution, and we're done. So I'm very excited about expanding further here.
So this we were in conversation with Vedang Patel, and this was a truly wonderful session to be a part of. So the next time you want to support your favorite IPL team or your favorite superhero, all you have to do is log on to the Sold store. You get everything that you want and more. So thank you very much. And this is Akarshak Mishra on behalf of Bhumi World.